Liber mentis via nihil, the true way of mindfulness by doing nothing, aka don't stir the pot. The longer I live, the more I find mindfulness to be a helpful tool in getting me closer and much faster to structure, order and meaning. When I turned 16, I started meditating, not in a formal way, but in my own way, sitting and trying to think of nothing. It looked more like meditating than actually being it. You can probably guess how that went. By trying not to think, which I had done for far too long, I eventually realized that that was not the way. Despite many attempts, studying, staying curious for years, mimicking monks in robes, even silently cursing to myself when I failed to attain it, I eventually set out on a clearer path to discover what meditation truly is. Surprisingly, unlike many things in life that take years to unravel, it didn't take long for me to revise my assumptions and find my footing in the true practice of meditation. As I've learned, the practice comes down to two things. A. Not trying to do anything, which for most people, most of the time is almost impossible, and B. Not reacting to anything, which, though initially more tumultuous, becomes more natural and instinctual over time. Naturally, this brought insight into a common frustration, lying in bed unable to fall back asleep, unable to shut off or change the stream of thoughts. This widespread belief that we need to control our thoughts is the very first thing that strips this up. And so, away from the orthodox or quasi-spiritual notion that meditation grants superpowers or metaphysical upgrades, the real benefits, the empirical ones, are closer to what we get from writing, my path, making art, or even bungee jumping. Think of anything you love, or anyone for that matter, and meditation can rival that bliss. Here's the real promise. Meditation at its core can take you from being depressed to a more grounded, more grounding person. Not in weeks or months, but in mere moments. This isn't a miracle, but a shift. This shift is more stable and less volatile than almost any other practice I know. Even with the only real cost, time, the barrier to entry is incredibly low. It doesn't take decades to learn. Just sit, breathe, and maybe walk, and allow yourself to do literally nothing. What Dr. John Kabat-Zinn, the grandfather of mindfulness, calls being in the here and now. If you follow this by letting your thoughts pull you instead of chasing or resisting them, what you will notice is your capacity to drop into deeper mental states will accumulate and comes far more easily than expected. By assuming this non-doing posture where you are not policing your thoughts but letting them be the physician and the instrument, you will begin to notice a quieting, thoughts dimming and softening. And through this, your mind naturally percolates into deeper stages of stillness. Whether that's the alpha state of meditation or the onset of sleep, the mechanism is the same. Wherever you are, there you should be. That's the mindset I've come to live by. It's far easier and far more effective than the exhausting alternative of effortful letting go, which ironically is neither helpful nor even possible. We move then not from the role of the watcher to the current, but from the watcher into the current, no longer monitoring which thoughts come and go, but allowing them to melt. In this way, we're neither controlling nor reacting, we're just simply being in the moment, and that's the whole point.